believe would be the best place for it.
When last I talked to Jeff Pitzer, he was gonna try to get some information on taking it down and storing it and putting it back up, or cost to having just a new replacement sign, probably toward the west, shifted it down so we get it out of the right of way.
I was thinking, since it's been a while, it's probably, my recommendation would be, for discussion purposes, go ahead, purchase a new sign, as opposed to try to relocate an existing.
Get close because technology's changed quite a bit since
Right,
that time.
exactly. And it's.
I was surprised with that. I was surprised at all. Sorry.
Yeah.
I would hate to build a new structure to fit a sign that we're probably not going to be able to repair. It's so old, and then when it goes, have to figure a way to then. Yeah, the technology's way outdated. So I think that's not even LED. It's,
Right. So
Yeah,
so the software that goes with that fairly old also.
Yes,
Any
absolutely.
issues? Okay, so maybe, so from a technology standpoint, your recommendation too, get upgrades to newer software.
Unless the price for the sign comes in.
Well, yeah, it comes in and it's great.
Jeff said he'd ask for both, and then the board can get that information.
So that's sort of the discussion. Does anybody feel relocating the old sign is in our best interest? We're going ahead and taking that offer for PennDOT and putting it to a new sign.
Can that sign go to another building?
But we're not,
I'm not sure, once it would be taken down, what the cost would be to get it set up for the software.
somewhere low, like in front of the middle school. That's such a low sign.
Yeah.
It would
It's a
take
good-
a lot to.
Good question. Possible.
I know the poles that are covered up by the stone and the brickwork, that's really nice. It's gonna be nice to bad to lose those. They're just holding out a pole, probably. You know, your life.
If we used some low down, we could spend a lot of money, nothing. My thoughts would be to, once again, reenact this potential sponsorship that we had before. I know Mars Bank and Austin's had signed on a marketing agreement to have that sign. It would be great to have the ability to try to do that again. So even if this became, the cost of the sign was exceeded what PennDOT has allowed us, or what would like to spend on it, we need to look for sponsorship opportunities again to try to see if we can defray the cost that way.
Mr. Swable had a comment, because he's the one that runs the sign, so.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, can you hear us? You can talk.
He was.
He was there, talking around there.
So is the board generally thinking, take the money and run and
We're
get
not,
something up there?
we're not to the point where they have a specific offer for that. It's all lumped into the next number. And we won't get that till they officially file the declaration. That letter that we got was just a preliminary to tell us what they're gonna offer.
When does the sign have to come down by?
I don't know that. I don't know how long we're gonna lose it. I don't know what their schedule is for out there.
Yeah, my understanding is PennDOT is taking it down.
Yeah, or is this,
Yeah.
do you want to keep that old one, or do you want
Yeah.
to look for a new
Part
one?
of, it's gonna be part of the project. We remove it, I would think.
I mean, we're a couple years out
Everything-
by the time.
Something new, we should
Yes.
take that offer and still see what the offset would be, and then we can talk sponsorships.
Yeah, we don't need to make a decision on this.
And I would assume there is conduit for the
There is.
communication then.
Jeff told me there
Right,
is.
so
Yeah.
if you move it, you have to do the wiring again too.
Yeah, that's why we were leaning
Yeah,
towards,
Jeff's worried.
regardless of what the offer is. Take it. We get a final number, we'll see what the cost of the sign.
Jeff started looking at that, you said.
Yeah, Jeff actually looked at possible relocation areas, and could map that out.
Yeah. And that approximately $90,000 is included in the 1,445,000. We'll get that paperwork when they do the filing with the courthouse. Then we'll get access to their offer.
That's a good point. Yeah, the 90,000 be embedded in the bottom number. Mike, did you want to talk about the second op?
Well, the second number is just the total offer that PennDOT's indicated it's going to provide to the district. As part of its estimated just compensation when they file the declaration of taking those condemnations.
How much are we still off before we take this? It's about $500,000 or is it more than that?
Just north of that.
fairly decent on the construction portions, a lot of it's just the land value. We have our comps that show that land value. In fact, what we were asking was a decent amount lower than some of the other land buys that have been done.
They already approved, right?
That'll be,
So are
it
we?
doesn't look like we're going to be able to resolve that short of a legal process.
Would it be a long drawn out legal process, you think, or so would it be worthwhile then to fight more, you think?
Yeah.
Yes, and us to get this project started.
they're
If
gonna-
we're in litigation, they're not
They're
gonna be
gonna
able
settle
to.
it.
No, they'll be able to move forward. All I have to do is offer them, tender the offer and then make them have access.
Yeah, we get this amount out of the way,
That will hold the process up.
and we get the amount out of the way to help use to offset the access road beyond the school, so it's, but we wouldn't lose potential, but it doesn't affect the amount. that we
Yeah,
have so
worst
far.
case we get that.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, we
decent
can-
amount of money.
We
that-
can't hold up the project, it's land energy.
Yeah, I definitely think that's worth that $500,000.
Oh, he can't, you don't.
The concert, right?
Hey, Josh, something to put on spot. Do you have any, since you run the signboard out there,
Mhm.
you're gonna have to possibly either relocate or buy a new.
Yes.
Not that you're on the spot, but any thoughts on a 10-year-old sign?
On the current sign we have now,
Yeah,
the system is a little bit antiquated. I
That's what we
talked
thought.
to Jeff Pitzer about that the other day. He told me that we're gonna have to be getting rid of that one. And, probably behoove us to get a new sign with new software and things like that are easier to use, but.
but it is a little antiquated.
Yes,
That's
that's 10
sort
years
of,
old, the technology has changed.
that's sort of what I was sharing with the board, that
Yes.
we thought you were trying to raise your hand up.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the meeting.
We thought you were like, okay.
Josh, is there any benefit to potentially using that in a minor location where there would be a lot of money to set up? Just for a period of time? Or is it just gonna be so, or we just put something up that 2 years from now? Then for something else.
You mean putting like a.
Like using that one in another location, like, you know, how the middle school has this really low signs, if you try to do something real low, it wasn't.
We could use that at the location, but I'm not sure how it would survive the move. That's the question.
Does it not already designate the high school?
It's just plastic paneling.
Is that all it
Yeah,
is?
it says Marjorie School District, and the main portion is the portion that's lit up, the light board. That has, we had issues with bulbs and things like that going out. Some of them were original bulbs, and they just replaced a bunch of them that were in there. But, yeah, that's the big issue with it, is the lights going out. I mean, it's better than the golf balls that we had before that just flipped over. They were yellow on one side and white on the other.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Far cry from that, but I'm sure the technology has changed. I'm not exactly sure what the pricing or what the new technology is yet.
We were just sharing the fact that we're gonna have to probably, well, we're gonna have to do something.
Even have it works.
Right, we'd still have to communicate with it once it moves, so we'd have to know when we're on.
Yeah.
Isn't some of it wireless right now, Josh?
It is a wireless connection from my office here. It's wireless to the software that's in the high school. There's an actual receiver in the high school.
That's right.
So it's connected to the.
It's essentially one point that you can connect to from.
That makes sense.
Right, so we'll have further discussion with that.
Yes,
Jeff will gather the information.
just more information. Some things will have to be decided, not tonight.
Right, moving on, student council. It's None here. Is there any student council on Zoom? Any student council? Moving on to agenda, public comment, agenda items. Anyone in the room? Public comment, agenda items? Seeing none. Anyone on Zoom or there wish to have public comment on agenda items? Anyone wish to have public comment, agenda items on Zoom? Seeing none, I'll move forward. On the main agenda, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Sally, so moved.
Leanne, second.
Board discussion comments? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Passes. Under personnel, can I have a motion for numbers 1 through 11?
Justin.
Kevin, second. So I have a first and a second, for discussion, comments?
That's the students signing up for, some help.
Any other board discussion?
Dr. Gross, I think, is gonna make an excellent superintendent.
Another record. That'll be- Thank you.
Maybe we should explain that they
Yeah.
do rotate superintendents. To the
Yeah,
higher
that's item 6, the approval of me being superintendent of record. It rotates on an annual basis. I don't know how they set the rotation, but way before my time. So it is my turn to serve in that capacity. They have board meetings every Thursday, or every first Thursday of the month. And I'll attend those, and then any issues going on at the vocational technical school, I'll be the person that they contact to try to navigate things. But Regina does a great job up there, so.
And it doesn't
hopefully I'll
take
do
you
well.
out of the school, right?
What's that?
It doesn't take you out of
It,
here.
it could take me out of school, but only if there's like an emergency type situation. But it would take me up there for their board.
Any other board discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? So on that agenda, under finance, numbers 1 through 21, have a first and second? Have a first and second, board discussion, comments?
Can we just give a little expansion on the Ixl Learning Platform?
We've been looking at this for a while, actually, Mr. Collins said, we're gonna consider that around using it now.
Yeah.
And, it's a learning platform that we can use as a resource for interventions. It is connected to our current materials that we are looking to purchase. It provides teachers with diagnostic assessment. It also provides lesson plans. It provides a method of bringing all students in a group, and then we can see how the students are doing online, and you can let them go off individually, and so they can kind of look at their own pace. It has videos for all the lessons. They have universal screeners for mathematics. They're creating universal screeners for the ELA piece. They don't have that yet, so we're still keeping our universal screeners because we need those for Title I. Our plan is we're gonna pilot it for the year with the expense of having to do the training, which we'll do on May 31st, which is our makeup day, from the 17th of January, we was closed from the inclement weather. So we'll do the training on May 31st, and then we're looking to utilize it K-8, Gen Ed students, K-12 special ed students. And we're gonna pause on our Star Reader, so we think we're gonna get more out of the diagnostic tools that this will provide. And then we're also gonna pause Study Island, because we believe this is what we're gonna get some of that. And then we're gonna come back to the teacher at the end of the year and say, okay, how good do you think it is?
Is this like a yearly lease then, if we don't turn into that?
For the year.
I mean, ongoing though, it would be it's a leased program.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other board discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Motion carries. On the main agenda, under programs, can I have a motion for numbers 1 through 2?
And second.
Kevin, second. I have a first and a second. Board discussion, comments?
Miss Foster is here, just if nobody knows her, she's sitting in
Yeah.
there. She's amazing. Thank you for what you do.
Any other board discussion?
Now we have to discuss.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? That carries. Under buildings and grounds, I have a motion for numbers 1 through 3.
And so,
Justin, second.
And can I have a motion to add number 4?
I have a proposed mission to add item number 4, which will be change order number 2 from Independence Excavation for the removal of some excess materials from behind the baseball field, old astroturf for disposal. Something when we did a walk there, that's sitting there in the way of the contractors. It's been moved a few times rather than move it, just dispose of. So
What's the cost on that?
1,043.
1,043.
Price of a special dumpster.
You say 1,043.
1,043.
And they just need one dumpster.
Yeah, it's not that much. But it is rubber, so it may need a special.
So Mr. Price is making that motion in a second.
And the reason for that late addition is I didn't get the information emailed to me until this morning.
Yeah.
Didn't know we even had it until after.
Yeah, so we met.
We met at 1 o'clock, so.
Yeah.
And they need to move it.
Well, it's, I don't wanna wait for the next meeting. It's not in the way right now, but it's soon to be in the way.
There's a couple of batting cages, like some metal pieces that's sticking there too. That it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Any other board discussion? So I have a first and second to be through, excuse me, building and grounds, numbers 1 through 4. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? That carries. Under main agenda, under others, numbers 1 to 16. Have a motion and second.
Justin, so moved.
Have a second.
7 seconds.
So, I think I have a first and a second.
Yeah.
Board discussion, comments?
I'd like to thank the Easter Pirates organization for donating the last baseball bats to school.
Any other board discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, aye?
Hold on, Evan. I just want to thank, again, for the work she did on the bus route changes, saving us significant money and giving us additional drivers for the long routes. That's huge. 1 year in, she's hard work.
Hard finding things like that.
That's right. Fantastic.
Yeah.
She's present, so she heard.
Thanks, Tina. We appreciate it.
And welcome to the Finish Line Booster Organization.
Any other board comments, questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? So that carries. Moving on to the main agenda, under public comment, open forum. Anyone in the room wish to have public comment at this point? Seeing none, we'll have to Zoom, or does anyone on Zoom wish to have public comment at this point? Does anyone on Zoom wish to have public comment at this point? Seeing none, is there anyone from MAEA who would comment this evening? Anyone from the association wish to have a comment? Anyone from the association wish to have? Nobody in the room right now. Anybody on Zoom wish to have? Oh, moving on. Administration, Dr. Gross.
Yeah, just want to give an update. After the last board meeting, public comment, there was concern with our extended school year with the elementary students moving to the high school. Dr. McMahon, myself, and Mr. Smith met. Our original reason for doing that was more with the staging of the custodial work that's done in the summer. But in listening to the comments from the public, there were some very valid points made. So we had met the following morning. Dr. Meinert also met with us, and we did relocate those elementary students. So the extended school year for those elementary students that folks were worried about will take place at NAU, and the secondary students will continue at the high school. So just an update. That situation's been taken care of, and thanks for those that commented, because they're the things that make us think about our decisions. So that's the only thing I have.
Thank you. Dr. McMahon.
This Friday is our, just as a reminder, to really become kindergarten camp with our pre-K session coming on Friday. And then in addition, we have it's an Act 80 day, which is a food service day for our staff. And based on their request, they have asked to have a wellness day. So special thanks to PE teachers who put together wellness activities for the day. It's optional, because we're showing up, this looks very different to everybody. Someone might feel better staying in their own location, just kind of organizing their phone, organizing their email, and that might make them well. Others might want to go out and be active and play tennis and run and walk, things like that. So our PE teachers spent time this year putting it together, so the wellness cycles mapped out. Again, they're optional. Again, most of those, our pre-K assessment is a priority, so we are utilizing our staff to get that done. And like rearrange our schedules and get that kind of stuff done. But other than that, coming to a close. Kids are excited. Everyone's excited. Well, kids are so excited. And, we still have our makeup day on the 31st. It's going to extend our staff school year a little bit longer. But we're looking forward to using that time wisely. And with that IXL, we'll be training on that day. And then additionally, we'll be looking at Act 71, which is the suicide prevention training, which is a mandate from the state. So we'll be getting those trainings done on that day too.
Thank you, Dr. Ms. Brandstetter?
Last week after the budget, just want to thank the board for approving the proposed general fund budget. And again,
I actually heard a lot of people talk about how well it was presented, how nice it was.
thank you.
Dr. Bosch? Ms. Roswell?
Busy time at the high school, so.
Welcome back.
Jump right in. We have AP exams and Keystone exams currently going on. We have prom this Friday. And then that leads us right into final exams and graduation on June 1st. So busy time, but like Dr. McMahon said, it's a lot of fun. Kids get excited around this time of the year too, so just trying to keep everybody where they belong. We are doing the senior walk again this year. So we were able to do it in 2019. Then COVID hit and we couldn't do it. So for those of you who don't know, it's really amazing. The senior students during their graduation practice will parade through all the different elementary schools, and it gives the elementary kids an opportunity to see them and cheer them on, but it also gives both the elementary teachers and the high school students an opportunity to see each other one more time before they leave. So this year we're able to go to all buildings, which we weren't able to do in 2019. So I'm excited about that, and I'm sure you'll see some videos and everything from that, because that'll be really fun. That's happening on the 25th. So thank you to all the other principals for letting me invade your building with a bunch of seniors.
They come, kids wound up, and then
and then we leave. We did say it for the afternoon.
Just a few things. Last week we had Teacher Appreciation Week. PTO did an amazing job for our teachers. Every day something was going on. The spread they had for the luncheon was awesome. Popcorn, teachers really enjoyed everything. It's a nice way to say thank you for what they do. Also, we have the Pirate game tomorrow. Our 6th graders will be playing the national anthem. They'll be standing in center field and playing away in front of 30,000. Some plans did change, and thank you to Mrs. Smith. I know she's on there. We talked about how amazing she is. We have a bus shortage of drivers, and she was able to work something out that we could stay down until 2:15. So we'll be staying there until 2:15 tomorrow. We'll see the majority of the game, and we will be back for dismissal with the elementary run. So no parents will have to come and pick up their kids as originally planned. All kids will be jumping on their buses and heading home. So your friends and 6th grade parents, please do not show up in the parking lot at 4:30 because your kid's already home. And then the last thing, we'll have Centennial Fun Day, kind of like our sports day. We'll be doing it at the MAC. Thank you, Mr. Colson. We'll do that. They'll get their 6th grade picture, and then they'll come back and do the pep award. So that's something the kids all look forward to on the 20th. So, and then we're out. So fast and furious.
You driving a bus to the park?
I am not driving a bus to the park. I am not riding a bus to a park. Yes, yes.
Mr. Colton?
I just got nudged. I need to exceed some of Mrs. Roswell's time on mine, because it is the same group typically. 7 to 12 had a luncheon prepared by or orchestrated by our parent principal communication group. We want to thank them for providing that lunch to our teachers. And even so, we want to thank our generous community and parents for providing those donations to that group. So we really appreciate all their efforts into making that a wonderful day for all our staff members. I want to just comment a little bit about sixth grade transition. We conducted that program on April 20th and 21st. We had the opportunity to move all those sixth grade in to hear from me, hear from the guidance counselor, take a tour of the building, give them some really cursory information before they're moving into the middle school. I did tell them when the first day of school was next year. No one knew exactly what day that was. But I told them before that they'll have another transition time frame for building walkthroughs, which will be scheduled for August 10th. Schedules will come out probably the week before that, around August 3rd, so that everybody will be prepared to walk their schedule and get excited to start a new 22-23 school year. On our website, the Mars Area Middle School website, just like the high school, we have a page devoted to transition and all of our course selection manuals, scheduling forms. And this year we decided to provide our parent presentation on there as well. So if a parent wants to know exactly what we talk to students about in the transition and what to expect coming to the middle school, they can review that video. It's a great video for new parents coming into the district as well. It's one of the first things that I reference a new parent coming in when they're talking about schedules. I ask them to please review that page, please review the recording, and I'll be calling them and talking to them about their schedule for their child. So it's a really good program as our new sixth grade students transition into the middle school, as well as new students into the district. End of year things, just our end of year games, field day assembly will be May 19th. We're going to do that in the afternoon, right after lunches. We'll devote the final day of playing games and field day, have a field day assembly with our students. Something that we haven't done in a couple of years. We're looking forward to that. 8th grade Cedar Point coming up Monday, May 23rd. And then we also have our 8th grade recognition program. We'll be practicing with our students on the 25th, 24th, and 25th. And then we will have that recognition program at 6 to 7:30 on May 25th at the high school auditorium. So, looking forward to closing out this year, but also looking forward to planning and preparing for 22-23. Thank you. Nothing to
Morgan?
There's only 11 student days left, I think. So we are fast and furious in IT too. So we have some device collections that will go on. 6th grade, 8th grade, and seniors this year as we move through the one-to-one process. We're in the middle of rolling out our multi-factor authentication project, which if you've gone to your bank and you've had to get a text code to get into your bank, that's now a cyber liability requirement for schools. So we're rolling that out right now. I'm excited to get our 2 technicians on staff in July. That's great. I think that's about it. That's what's going on there.
Awesome. Thank you. I missed the administrators. Board comment before the last day of school. Anyone?
I was just put a plug out for support staff. We need to hire some support staff. So if anybody knows if they're looking for a job, or we can fit them. Yeah.
So, and speaking of, there is a job fair at the IU tomorrow, Grove City. I don't know if anyone's on, it's close enough to do that, but we will be going to that job fair to try to recruit some individuals. If anybody out there wants to learn more and is in that area tomorrow, please stop in and see us. We'll have a booth set up from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Any other board?
Yeah. Thank all the teachers and staff, administrators for a great school year. So, I'm not sure how things are going to go when it started out. It's distant past memory of how we started the year. Remember how that started. It was crazy.
We thought we were okay, and
Yeah.
back in.
We are almost back. We're almost back.
I'd like to say, as a parent and a board member, I'd like to thank the administration and the staff. It's been a great year, and now we're getting back to so many activities. I've got a 6th grader who can't wait to get to PNC Park and go on that field and play her clarinet. And I'm excited, and for Cedar Point and all the wonderful things that we are doing, I'd like to thank administration for listening to the parents that wanted the extended school year for their elementary kids to stay at the elementary. I know how much that means, and change is hard for some kids, so I appreciate that administration listens to the community and the parents. And I'd like to congratulate the class of 2022. Congratulations.
Doing Leanne's comments, but, and then just looking forward to graduation, the event, and it's good to see the CU walk back. I think that's just a really neat way for the students to go back and interact with the teachers they had 12 years ago, 11 years ago. So that's going to be really cool. And yes, thank you to everybody for getting through yet another crazy year, and we're really looking forward to next year when we have hopefully regular normal school year, whatever normal is. So yes, thank you to everybody. Dr. Chris, I know you're waiting for, you haven't had a normal year yet. So.
Wait, year three's a charm.
I just think to echo, the wholehearted thank you to everybody and all the hard work that everybody does on a daily basis. Really appreciate it. Great year.
With regard to the concerns that were raised, I appreciate you guys addressing that so quickly and figuring out a solution to that. As a new board member, I wasn't really sure exactly what to expect. I know we've only been here since December, but everybody's been making it really a wonderful experience. And I was terrified for budget season. Didn't need it. I took the binder home and I went through it. I understood everything. Typically that's not my wheelhouse. So you were fantastic in preparing that. So just thank you for all the work that you put into that.
I just want to say congratulations to all the retirees that we just celebrated before this. Many of them had at least, 25 years of service to our school district. Yeah, so thank you to them for their service to our school.
Great, thank you. Hope everyone has a great end of the school season. We'll be back at it anyhow.
Still come visit us.
Yeah.
We'll still be here.
Making a motion to adjourn.
Kevin said it.
Anthony second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Have a great day, everyone.